All right, thanks, Andrew. It's been a busy early morning. Here's a broad look at a powerful storm system last night and all the storm reports attached to it. And look, unfortunately, we had multiple long track tornadoes in Missouri, Illinois, Mississippi, and parts of Arkansas. We may have had a couple tornado touchdowns here in Indiana. National Weather Service in Indianapolis will have to survey damage. But one of those spots was Mecca, Indiana, about 2:16 in the morning. We had a tornado warning issued at the time, and this is in western Indiana. Another spot they're going to have to check out is radar indicated tornado near Lagodi. We had that confirmed tornado warning, Davies and Martin County, stretching to the north and east. So it'll be interesting to see what the National Weather Service does find. We had plenty of strong winds, plenty of 60-mile-an-hour plus wind reports, including Monument Circle, 3 miles south of Monument Circle, gusting to 60, West Lafayette to 66 earlier this morning. Now, the current status here in central Indiana, the severe threat is basically over. We're still under the tornado watch in eastern parts of the state until 10 o'clock in the morning. National Weather Service will be canceling this any second. Severe thunderstorm warnings continuing into Ohio. We'll zoom in to some of these spots in eastern Indiana. Look, you're still in moderate to heavy rain for Richmond, Connorsville, through Rushville, but not much with lightning strikes, and again, below severe criteria. The current look at Storm Tracker, though, in southern Indiana and then crossing the Ohio River, is actually a potent little cell here that is packing a punch with hail and wind moving just north of Louisville. And this is directly along the Ohio River. So again, central Indiana is basically out of the woods. Here's what's left over from that tornado watch, which just includes far eastern Indiana and southeastern Indiana. As I mentioned, I think this is going to be canceled pretty quickly. Now, futurecast for today. We're basically done with round one. We'll go into this afternoon, midday and early afternoon hours. I'm actually seeing a good amount of dry time before we get into the late afternoon and evening hours. That is when steadier rain will be returning, especially south and east. Southeastern Indiana could be heavy rain, inch plus. On and off showers through the evening, through the overnight hours, and a small and severe threat. We're under a marginal 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather, not nearly as high as we had going into the overnight hours. Slight risk for southern Indiana and across the Ohio River into northern Kentucky. Main threat would be some damaging wind. But unfortunately, our powerful storm system is just going to continue for today. Now, this is pretty rare. Mississippi and Alabama, if you do have friends there, reach out to them. They're under a high risk of severe weather. That's a 5 out of 5. You don't see the Storm Prediction Center do that too often. A tornado outbreak is expected down there for today. Back to us, wind advisories until 8 o'clock. Even though we're down with round one, we could have non-thunderstorm wind gusts 40 to 50 miles an hour in the midday hours before those winds quieting down later on this evening. Today's forecast temperatures getting into the lower 70s. As I mentioned here, we'll have the rain chances returning later on this afternoon and evening. On and off showers could impact your plans. Temperatures statewide, 70 in Bloomington, 70 in Kokomo, and 70 in South Bend. Put in perspective, our average high for this time of year, lower 50s, well above average for today. Tonight into the lower 40s, mid 30s in northern Indiana. What will be interesting for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have some on and off showers through the morning. Wrapping in the colder air on the backside of the storm system may produce a couple wet snowflakes north of I-70. I don't think it's going to stick, but pretty interesting going from the 70s and severe weather to chance at seeing a couple snowflakes Sunday morning. Tomorrow's forecast temperatures getting into the lower 40s and falling through the afternoon. Overall, a cooler tomorrow, especially by the time we get to Monday morning. Monday morning, low temperature below the freezing mark. St. Patrick's Day in the upper 50s, 7-day forecast. We rebound to 70 degrees on Tuesday. Next storm system brings in showers late Wednesday into early Thursday.